Experiment number 6 for EE225 Analog Electronics 2. Name of the experiment is feedback amplifier. In this experiment, we are going to analyze the feedback amplifier using op-amp based circuit, and various properties of the feedback amplifier like gain, bandwidth, input and output resistance are examined through negative feedback series shunt type amplifier. These are the list of materials and components which we will use in today's experiment. You see all the components and power supply, function generator, digital oscilloscope, and implement the circuits as given in figure 1. These are the list of components and values. 741 op-amp. There are two op-amps we can use. Otherwise, LM324 single quad pack op-amp also we can use for today's experiment. 1K, 10K and 100K resistors. First we will build the circuit as given in figure 1. Overall gain of this amplifier is 100 equal to G. So these are the two inputs that we can assume for this overall gain 100 amplifier circuit. Output is V0 taken from op-amp A1. There are two op-amps are there. So overall circuit, if you see and equivalently draw with some block diagram, then it will look like this. These are the two inputs of this op-amp, and this is the gain of this particular op-amp based circuit, and V0 is the output. Using this op-amp circuit, we will build first open loop circuit and then closed loop circuit. In part 1, we are supposed to build the circuit given in figure 2a. Here the same two op-amp based circuit as the two input Vi1, Vi2. Vi2 we can connect to the ground to get the amplifier effect as an open loop, and input is given to the positive terminal at Vi1. That we can give the symbolic representation B, and these are the resistor divider circuit, and Vs is the source of input signal. Sinusoidal AC signal we have to apply at terminal Vs. After this voltage divided circuit, we can measure the amplitude drastically dropped because of this 1 by 100 divisions, and it's about 1 at A and at B. Observe the and measure the value. Output is taken from terminal C. First we will measure the output without RL, and later we will measure the output with RL. Apply the power supply plus or minus 10 volt to the suitable pins of the op-amps. Input is given with the help of signal generator. First we will set 100 millivolt with frequency low 100 Hz. Our aim is to find out cutoff frequency of the particular amplifier for open loop circuit as well as closed loop circuits. So in both the cases we should start with frequency 100 Hz, and gradually we will increase the frequency from 100 Hz to some kilohertz. Channel 1 is the input waveform and channel 2 is the output waveform. Carefully build the circuit as given in figure 2a. Apply the power supply and the inputs. This is the voltage divider circuits. Input is given here at source Vs. Output is measured from terminal number 6. According to the theory, we want to analyze the op-amp based amplifier circuit with respect to the frequency, and frequency response characteristics is derived to know what will be the cutoff frequency at the time when we use the circuit as open loop, and later we will see what will be the effect on gain and frequency, cutoff frequency when we connect the same circuit as a negative feedback. Input is set first 100 millivolt 100 Hz. Output then we can see is about 104 millivolt at 100 Hz, and 3 dB output if you will find out to get to know what will be the 3 dB cutoff frequency at when the gain is 3 dB 0.707 of the value when frequency was 100 Hz. So that value that we have calculated 73.5 millivolts. Now increase the frequency from 100 Hz gradually from some Hertz to kilohertz, and at the same time observe only the output. We can see that gradually initially the output is constant. After some value of the frequency it will drop down. At certain frequency the value will be 73 or 75 millivolts, and measure that particular frequency. So that frequency is the 3 dB cutoff frequency for that open loop circuit part A. As per the procedure, we have to repeat the same steps when RL is also connected and see the effect of RL on the output cutoff frequency, and find out R0 and gain of this amplifier with and without RL. Of this experiment, we want to analyze the effect of negative feedback on amplifier gain circuit. So here we will connect negative feedback with the help of 100K and 1K resistor R2 and R1 respectively. So because of this negative feedback connected, we want to analyze what will be the overall band frequency gain response of this circuit. So same the procedure as we follow in step 1 part 1, similar procedure we will follow for the closed loop circuit, and examine the output for the inputs and frequency when the output is dropped to 3 dB of the initial value. Obtain the output voltage with respect to input when RL is connected, and similarly when RL is not connected. As we can see that initially for setting 100 millivolts 100 Hz frequency, inputs and output waveforms, and output value is about 104 millivolts. When we increase the frequency, the effect on outputs on the amplitude, we can see that channel number 2 maximum output is still 104 108 millivolts. Further, if we increase the frequency from 100 Hz to 500 Hz, 1000, 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, gradually now we can notice that the output voltage is dropped from the previous values. We have to see that when it will reach the 0.707 of the initial value, so it's about 73 millivolts or 75 millivolts. So still as I am increasing the frequency, the output voltage is dropped from 100 Hz to 73.4. Further if I increase, now we can see that its output is almost 72 73 millivolts. So that is what the cutoff frequency we obtain for open loop circuits. It's at about 10.1 kilohertz. Stop. After observing the same effect on the closed loop circuit, find the gain bandwidth product for open loop and closed loop amplifier and comments on the results.